Engage!
Assalamualaikum friends.
Assalamualaikum friends.
My name is Sadaf and this is
Ishmael.
And today we're going to do Surah Al Mau'n. What does Mau'n mean?
Assistance.
Assistance. So little background about Surah Al Mau'n. Basically this surah came for all the people who do not believe in Day of Judgment. And when I say they don't believe in Day of Judgment, doesn't mean that they say it with their mouth that, oh, I don't believe in Day of Judgment. Some people say, I believe in Day of Judgment. But in their hearts, they don't believe in Day of Judgment. What does that mean? Day of Judgment is what day? What happens in Day of Judgment?
So Allah gathers everybody and they come one by one and they get all their bad deeds and good deeds and they get weighed.
So that's the Day of Judgment when Allah will make sure, decide who goes to heaven, who goes to hell, what would happen to everyone. That's the day Allah will make judgment. Okay. So it's about people who don't believe in Jannah or a Day of Judgment or hell or all that. And also it also talks about people who don't worship Allah or who do worship Allah but not sincerely, or are not very kind to other people that Allah has made. So general population they're not very kind to, and when they pray they're not sincere. And what does sincere mean? Do you know what sincere means? No? Okay, sincere means basically that you're doing something for somebody with your own heart, with your own desire. So for example, if you have a piece of candy and you go give it to your sibling, that's you being sincere. You giving that candy to your sibling out of good heart because you want your sibling to have a candy. But you can also give the candy to your sibling if your mom says, go give it to your sibling, and then you're like, take it. So in both cases, you're giving the candy to your sibling, but in one case, you're doing it out of a good heart because, oh, I love my sibling, I love my baby brother, I love my baby sister. Here's a candy for you. I'm not gonna eat it, here's for you. And being insincere would mean that you would give it to him or her, but only because your parents told you to do it. Right? That's Allah is saying that these people don't either believe in the Day of Judgment, or even when they pray to Allah, they are not sincere. They're only doing it to show off. They're not really wanting to do it for Allah. They're just doing it.
Like they're just showing off, like showing off so people can see. Wow, like if you have like your mom's watching you and she's like, I'm so proud of you. That who you doing it for? You're doing it to show off, not Allah.
That's right.
And same for like when you're praying to Allah and a whole big crowd goes like, wow, we're so proud of you for doing your prayer to Allah.
Yes.
You're just still doing it to show off.
That's right. And if you are sincere, you would pray regardless. Even if nobody's looking, you would go pray to Allah and do a real nice prayer. But if you're not sincere, you would only pray when somebody's looking. So, for example, if you have a lot of guests in the house, you would go pray just so they can see, oh, look at this kid, he's praying so nice. But if nobody's watching you, you're just going to be watching your video games or watching TV, not going to pray, even when it's prayer time. That's not sincere. If you're sincere, you would do it regardless. You would do it even if somebody's looking or not looking, because you're doing it for Allah. Friends, I'm going to ask Ishmael to recite this surah for us. He has memorized. He has been practicing a lot. So starting with
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون ويمنعون الماعون.
Good job. Thank you very much. MashaAllah. So friends, Ishmael recited. He just forgot just a little. I helped him. That's okay. Right? Okay, so let's do ayah by ayah, okay? So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Arayta allazi yukazzibu bid-din. What does that mean? Have you seen the one who does not believe in hereafter? So have you seen? So basically Allah is asking a question. Have you seen people who do not believe in the Day of Judgment? Have you seen those people? Next ayah is فَذَلِكَ الَّذِي يُدْعُ الْيَتِيمَ. What does that mean? He's the one who pushes away the orphan. He's the one who pushes away the orphan. What is an orphan?
It's like a person who was born like as a little kid and his mom and dad like passed away.
That's right.
And he's just by himself, cooking food by himself, vacuuming the house by himself, living by himself.
An orphan is basically a person who does not have mom and dad. Okay, so basically Allah in this ayah, what Allah is saying, He is the one who pushes away. So we're talking about Allah. First ayah, Allah said, have you seen the person who doesn't believe in Day of Judgment? And then He's saying He's the same person who pushes the orphan away, which means he's being mean to the orphan. A person who doesn't have mom and dad, he's already helpless. He doesn't have mom and dad to protect him. And this person comes, he doesn't believe in Day of Judgment, and he pushes the orphan. How rude. Like the poor guy already has lost his mom and dad, and now you're pushing him away and being mean to him, right?
Yeah, so like it's just like when when you're just walking down the street seeing a little kid and you're saying you're so yucky and you push him away off the sidewalk.
Yes.
That's not good.
That's not nice. Pushing away also doesn't necessarily mean that you physically push somebody away. It means that if somebody who's orphan comes and asks you for help or assistance, or they need help with the homework, and you say, I'm not going to do it, okay? That kind of stuff is mean, okay? You already know that they don't have help because their mom and dad passed away, and you're not offering them any help. That's being mean, okay? So that's what all that means. And Ishmael is right. You can push them away, or you can be nice and show them the guidance and walk them.
Those are the two options you have.
Yes. Next ayah is وَلَا يُؤُدُّ عَلَى طَعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ. Okay, what does that mean? And does not encourage the feeding of the poor. Have you seen that person who doesn't believe in Day of Judgment? He's the same person who is being mean to the orphan and does not help the miskin. He doesn't share, he doesn't feel bad for the poor people, doesn't offer them any help. And even when he can do it, so even when he has money and he can do it, he doesn't do it himself, and he tells all his friends, oh, don't help this person. Don't do that, okay? So he's very mean in multiple ways. He pushes away the orphans, he doesn't feed poor people, and he tells all his buddies, don't take care of him. So he's being generally very mean.
So he's like telling more people, like more rich people or more poor people, that don't help this person.
That's right.
They're very yucky.
Yes, that's right. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. What does that mean? So sadness to those who pray. What does that mean?
So it's like if you're like, it's prayer time and you go.
That's right. So people who do prayer like this, like Ishmael showed, they're not focused. They're doing it quickly, so they want to get done with the prayer. They're not doing it for Allah.
So it's like for Maghrib and like for Fajr, and you really want to do it quickly so you can have your iPad back.
That's right. Yeah, if you're doing it so quickly that you're not even paying attention to what the words you're saying, you're doing it fast, you're distracted, you're looking here and there. That is the person Allah is talking about.
And you're also doing everything so wrong
and fast. So Allah is saying, so sadness to their prayers. So Allah is not going to accept the prayer if you're not focused.
They're not. He is not going to accept the prayer. He's gonna give it an F and not an A.
That's right. Allah will give you an F on that prayer. So sadness is for the prayers who are not focused and looking around or not paying attention. Next ayah is الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. What does that mean? Who are careless in their prayers. Basically, it's a continuation of that. Sadness is for those people who are careless in their prayers, who don't pay attention to their prayers. Next ayah is الَّذِينَ هُمْ يُرَاءُونَ. They do good deeds only to be seen by other people. They do good deeds only to be seen by other people. So these people do all the good deeds just to show off to other people. They're not doing it for Allah. They're just doing it to showing off to other people. So other people can look and say, look at that, he gave such big charity. He's such a nice person. Or, oh, look, he's going to pray in the mosque. He's such a nice person. They're doing it to show people. If nobody's watching, they never do good stuff. But if other people are watching, that's when they do good stuff. For example, if you're home alone and you don't offer your prayer, you're that person. You only offer prayer if mom and dad are watching. You're not doing your prayer for Allah, you're doing it for your mom and dad. You're scared of your mom and dad, or you just want to show it off to them, you're doing it for your mom and dad. But if you really, really want to do prayer for Allah, you would pray even if nobody's watching. So basically, if you give your money, say for example on a weekend, you give money to some poor person, and next day you go to school and say, oh, I'm so nice, I gave money to the poor person. Yesterday it was $5, I gave him $5. Bad, because you gave the money for Allah. You don't tell your friends all of.
It's like a teeny secret, but Allah doesn't care about it.
Yes, you don't tell other people and humiliate the other person. Okay, so when you donate, when you do good stuff, it's between you and Allah. You don't go about telling your friends and teachers and other people, oh, look at me, I'm so good, I give money in charity. Not nice, because if you're doing it for Allah, you're doing it just for Allah, not to show off, not to tell other people. Okay, next one is وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ, and refuse to help others. So let's recap this ayah, this surah one more time. Surah Al Mau'n, the assistance surah, and basically Allah is telling us that have you seen the person who doesn't believe in Day of Judgment? And this is the same person who pushes away the orphans, mean to orphans. He doesn't feed the poor people, who is not kind to other people. He only does good stuff only if somebody's watching and watching his good deeds, so he can feel good about himself, like, oh, look at this, such a good person. He only does it to say wow from other people, to say get clapping from other people. He's not doing it for Allah. He's only doing it for other people, so they can say, wow, such a nice person. So that's the person Allah is talking about, and Allah is telling us, don't be like that person. Don't be a bad person who does things. If you want to do something good, do it for me. Allah is not saying you have to hide it, all that, but you're not gonna go to your school and say, look at me, I'm such a good person, I gave money, I gave $5 to this. That's bad. Okay, that's not good. Or if you pray and you keep telling your friends, I'm better than you, I pray 5 times a day, you don't even pray. Now, did you pray for Allah, or did you pray for other people to think that you're a good person? See? So you have to do all those things in your mind, in your heart. You're doing it for Allah. You're not doing it for other people. You're not doing to get wow and clapping and all that from other people. So Allah is saying, if you want to do good stuff, you want to believe in me, you do it sincerely for me, not for other show off and stuff. Okay, let's recite the surah together so we all can memorize together, okay? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Araita allazi yukazzibu biddin fazalika allazi yud'u al-yatim wala yud'u ala ta'amil miskin fawailul lilmusallin allazina hum an salatihim sahun allazina hum yura'un wa yamna'un al-ma'un. Friends, memorize the surah, okay? And watch our other playlists. We have a lot of other surahs as well. Memorize them, surprise your parents with it, okay? And do it for Allah, okay? You are doing this for Allah. You can surprise your parents so they know that you are memorizing correctly. You can tell them that. But do it for Allah. Do all those things for Allah's sake, okay?
And not show off like to other people what we said yesterday.
That's right. Friends, we're gonna close out this video now. And before you go, what do we have to do?
Like and subscribe this video.
That's right. Like and subscribe. We the Masti Kids, okay? And there are other playlists. You should go watch it. Memorize those surahs. We're gonna talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. See you next time.